Hey, everybody, welcome back. I'm Sherry,
And I'm Brooke.
and Brooke is reacting to Hercules, the Legendary Journeys.
Woo! We're on episode 10.
Yeah, I didn't
Everybody
say
put
the
your hands
episode
up.
number last time, which we just recorded, so
Still, though, they'll see it in the titles. I'm just,
right,
like, bad with numbers.
yeah. And actually, I can tell you the title of this one. Do you want me to give it to you
Ooh.
now, or do we need to discuss anything before we get into this new episode?
I think we can pretty much go right into it. I think if you haven't watched the last episode, we had a pretty long discussion after we finished the episode, so it's definitely worth going back and watching, at least to know, like, where our thoughts are.
Hmm.
But over the last episode, I think the only thing to talk about is like we met Xena. We're excited. I was very excited. I like her. I doubt she'll be back this episode. I think that's too soon. But other than that, I can't wait to see her again.
Okay. Well,
Now I
on
can have
that
the
note,
title.
the title of this one is Gladiator.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be in it, but that would be sick. No, it goes full Spartacus. It's just an episode of Spartacus. Hercules is not in it. And I'm just like, wait, what?
Or, it could be
Maybe he fights a
Russell Crowe.
lion. Is that 300?
No, Gladiator.
Never seen it.
You've got put that on the list.
All
We've
right,
got to
I'm
put
watching.
Blazing Saddles on the list. We've got to put Star Wars on the list, and
Yeah,
we need to put Gladiator on the list.
yeah. There's a lot of the older stuff I haven't seen. We're watching Stand By Me in November. If this
I saw
will probably be
that.
out after, if you want to go back and watch Stand By Me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never seen it. I just know it's based on a Stephen King book, but it blew the pole out of the water. So
yeah. Have you watched it yet?
not yet.
Okay,
I'm probably
I'll
gonna
say
watch
not
it
yet.
next week.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
I've heard that. I was just scrolling through Netflix and looking for names I recognize that I think people would like to put in the poll.
Hmm.
Because I didn't have too many recommendations from November. It's the first time a Karate Kid movie got dethroned. We're not watching
Oh
3 in
no.
November.
Oh no.
But I think that might be okay because like I don't have time to do Cobra Kai right now until probably like Buffy is done. So
True. True. So
I'm
you got
like
some
kind of
time.
I got time.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into this one and go from there.
Let's do it.
This is the story of a time long ago. He was a man like no other. He was tormented by his stepmother, Hera, Hercules.
What is Hercules getting into now? Which sidekick will we get?
I don't know.
Who we
Maybe I'm
getting?
missing a
Oh,
step or
he's
something.
back.
He's
Come
back.
on. We
Two
gotta
in a
do
row.
something.
I feel
Oh, I
like
saw
they
it
know
coming.
he was liked
I
by
just couldn't get out of the
fans
way fast enough.
By
because
this
he's
point.
coming back a
That
lot
7-foot tree.
more.
You
Yeah.
look more
But at the
alert,
same time, I'm
but
like, well, they
there's no
probably
shame
wrote
in
the
getting
season
sucker
before
punched. A couple
filming, but
years
maybe
ago, it wouldn't
not
have
back
happened.
then.
Did you
They
forget
might have
about it?
wrote
You're
on the
driving yourself
fly.
crazy. How can I? Found a gray hair this morning.
Oh, drama.
Gray hairs.
Leave her alone! Oh, that baby.
What's going on here?
Really, what is going
This
on
isn't
here?
your
It's pretty
problem.
clear.
There's 6 of us and there's 2 of you.
Good point.
Okay, but he's like
Listen.
8 feet tall.
Maybe we should let them go.
Let us
All
go.
Sure.
Is this a joke?
You can go.
Get him! Why did you kick your own friend? What was that?
I don't know if you've noticed they added a camera bounce to kind of cover up the mats. When they hit the mats.
Oh. I love the idea of like when people get punched, they just like backflip.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you saw that in real life?
Well,
Like
he is
somebody got
supposed to be
punched and
super
they just
strong.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I just imagine that in real life,
you
like
scared
watching
her.
someone like woo. Uh-oh. It's at the Avatar.
It's estrogen without his
that.
ponytail.
He seems sad.
Be fighting so soon after the bear. The crowd or your pride?
Oh damn. Get called out, bro.
That's quite the Coliseum.
Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna handle this.
Purple. Oh, she's back.
She back. Yeah, watching Spartacus and realizing most of the gladiators were like slaves forced to fight makes it less fun.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when you're a kid, you're told that they're like just warriors who want to do it, and you're like, not so much.
Yeah.
Pride can kill Gladius.
I guess if you're named Gladius, you kind of don't have a choice. It's like naming your kid Mailman.
Yeah. Do you recognize Gladius yet?
At first, I thought he was actually the guy from one of the guys from Spartacus, but I don't think so due to timing. I was like, he looks like that one guy.
I think I know who you're talking about, but yeah, different actor.
Yeah. I think I just thought of him because I was like, Gladiator. But I realized the times are so different, so there's no way. He looks kind of familiar, but it's like with most actors where I'm like, no.
Okay. I'll tell you at the end. I did forget to tell you, I had looked up Bill Johnson real quick. That was Estragon. To see if he had hair at all as an actor. And they only had one photo of him. And he did have hair in that one.
So maybe he was doing a bald cap, but it was really well done.
I think he was actually shaved. I think he shaved it
Yeah,
off.
and then they just like glued it. But,
yeah.
Hercules.
Kevin Sorbet.
Sorbet.
That's what I think every time I see his name.
Well, you know, names do generate from maybe his family used to create sorbet back in the day.
That's iconic. They invented sorbet.
All these wagons are always losing their wheels. That's probably accurate.
Are you literally annoyed with her for like a wheel falling off her wagon, bro?
Hello again.
Isn't your job to help people?
I know.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have run out without thanking you.
Well, maybe that's why
I don't blame her. Oh, sad baby.
And they actually have kind of an African pattern on the baby.
Yeah, I think the colors are so nice.
Mm-hmm.
My husband's in prison. But Minas Maxius is the richest man in this area, and he does what he wants.
Minas Max.
Now he's
Yeah,
banished
Maximus.
from the land.
Sounds like
I
a.
want to go back there.
My husband has never seen his son.
Forget the Transformer.
Well, they're definitely not hiding his name. Definitely a meanie.
Yeah, they're like, this guy
We'll go
sucks. They might as well name him bad guy.
You're Hercules? And handsome as a god.
Thank you.
He's
Her
like,
husband.
thanks, I am all those things.
What? Does it hurt?
I think
No.
so.
No. It's like getting licked.
Key wounds
Like,
aren't
what?
deep.
What are you saying? That I'm not good enough?
I'm saying that you
Bro,
should
he
just slow
like take a
down.
break. Not that I know if he's allowed to, but
You watch yours!
again, we could all like work together, but it's fine.
That's a tiny
in
donkey.
front-
You're gonna get in to see him.
She can hear him, and he's just like, "Why are we helping this dumb bitch?" Look, what?
We can't go around busting people out of prison.
I'm working on it.
Oh, we can just go around joining women who want to kill our friends.
Those are
It's fine.
Maxius' toll collectors.
We'll find your husband. Come on, Eolus. We have some work
We
to
also
do.
probably shouldn't risk the baby.
They're not taking the baby.
Yeah, like that's why I think they should both
And the
stay
coffers
back.
of Minas Maxius. Then you get to see the inside of
I
Minas
don't think
Maxius'
this is gonna work out for you,
I forget
bro.
the double swords is called a certain style, but I forget what it's called.
I just love the idea that he's like trained with double swords, and then he immediately allows them to be
can't
kicked
believe
from
you.
his hand.
You're gonna get us into prison.
Like, my man, what?
Hold it right there.
Ew.
That's why we call it slop.
How about both?
God.
Wax in your ears. Did you say something?
Oh, yeah, they're not gonna be nice about it. That's why when you go undercover, you're supposed to like blend in.
Yeah.
We'll have to discuss this later.
Hercules plays the game a little bit better.
Yeah. I don't know what their plan super was. Like, get locked away.
It's a common trope for the heroes to get captured to help somebody who's incarcerated.
Yeah, normally they plan it out a little first, but I support them.
Yeah.
I promise you we won't stay any longer than we have to.
Okay, he just broke
Trying
his
to find
nose.
a man named Gladius.
We refused with extreme prejudice.
And for that grave transgression,
His nose
30
sounded
days.
broken when he spoke.
they told him 3. He's been here 15.
I'm trying to do math now. I guess I assume that was his baby.
Yeah, that does bring some questions up, doesn't it?
Unless she escaped from there and then recently and then was coming back.
Maybe.
But I don't. Otherwise, I'm like, what?
She might have had to done some conniving to get some information.
Maybe.
All that stuff about us being here forever.
I like how they let them just keep their regular clothes.
And if you're really good like Gladius over there, well, they might even send a girl or 2 your way.
So yeah, she could have, I guess, been one of the girls and they fell in love or something.
Maybe.
Or it's all a convoluted plan. Nice hair.
The bustier is barely holding the boost.
Yeah.
in.
I wish it was more of the purple and not the flesh tone above there, but...
Yeah.
I'm getting bored with the games.
Oh, so she's actually the crazy one? Pushing it?
And it looks like his tattoo is the same design as her spikes on the...
Oh, yeah.
Solid.
Your cat's like, is that woman a bird?
I didn't feed them before getting down here because I took too long to get out of bed.
They're like, I thought she just stabbed him.
Meanest Max.
I don't think she's into that guy.
I have news from your wife.
He's like, I don't have a wife.
And if you ever mention her name again, I'll kill you.
She doesn't exist, but if you mention her name, I'll kill you. Alright, math.
What was that all about?
I wish I knew.
He probably doesn't want them knowing about his family.
Yeah.
Can you blame him? Though that does make the baby thing weird.
But I've never met anyone more honorable or courageous.
We
Why
get
does he
it, you
deny the
love
existence
him.
of his wife?
Because he has no wife. She died in childbirth.
They lied.
Do they let him have a
question is-
wife?
She was slave to Maxis' wife and was offered to Gladius. Then Maxis went back on his promise.
That's
Told
a
him the girl
shocker.
She's alive. She waits outside the city with Gladius' son.
Well, about that.
This woman is not afraid of anything. Wow, imagine they recognized her.
Well, she did say they would recognize her.
Yeah, I understand her wanting to save her husband, but she is putting her kid in danger.
Mm-hmm.
She should have waited.
Cook should try that. I won't fight.
That's not your decision to make.
He
just
likes
made it.
animals. He doesn't want to hurt them.
Men fighting animals for the amusement of others?
Oh, another
I
good
don't
TV
believe it.
series?
I won't be a willing
Beastmaster.
participant.
I've heard the name. Oh. Well, now how is he gonna fight? He's gonna have a concussion.
Drag him out.
As long as there's blood, though.
Yeah, I guess they don't care. Stuff like this is why when people are like, stuff like the Hunger Games could never happen. I'm like, it already did.
Look at Roman history.
Now he's moving.
That's so fun.
We want blood.
Great. That's normal behavior, everyone.
Don't
Yo, he's Finnick.
Kill him.
throw down our weapons. We can make a stand together.
Yeah, I don't think that guy wants to do that, because then they'll just kill you.
Oh, she's getting off on it.
Woo! She's a couple crayons short of a box.
Wait, how do we have hard ground underneath?
Nice. Ma'am, could you look more evil?
But don't kill for pleasure. That fight was to be to the death. And who are you to order such a thing? You're a generous man. I'll give you one more chance. You two.
Sick 'em.
Get rid of him.
Oh, they have crossbows, bro. They don't even have to get near you.
Very shiny crossbows.
She's gonna be like, no, I want to have sex with that guy.
She wants to sleep with him.
Yeah, it's very clear. She's like,
He's like,
oh, what are you gonna do about it?
okay.
The amount of feathers just gets more and more ridiculous.
Short time. You're a big man.
He's like, okay, I just almost died.
Well, a bit of a double entendre, too.
Starting to wear out. You're welcome. What's your answer?
I feel like
I'd
it
rather
was a pretty
sleep in
clear
dungeon
one.
with rats than share satin pillows with a viper.
She was probably like, what a
You have
compliment.
Strange sense of humor. Take him to Bellicus.
Naked? At least put a groin cloth
To be
on.
fair, she was like, take his clothes off. I think they only took his shirt off.
Well, we never saw down below.
Why are we looking at his dead kids?
And wife.
And that woman I just met.
Oh, his life flashing before his eyes.
Yeah, it probably didn't feel good.
Now we're seeing the lower half.
Yeah, see, he still got his thick-ass pants. Yo, you gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
We haven't seen what happened to the wife since they captured her.
This doesn't concern
I know. Oh, is he gonna sacrifice himself? You're never gonna convince me this character is not in love with that man. You're doing that for your bestest buddy.
I've taken care of some of my bestest buddies.
Yeah.
Look at those
like,
feathers.
he's like obsessed with him. I support it. But, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, her feathers get worse and worse. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I think those feathers are better than the ones that went down the sleeves.
Yeah. It's an interesting shape. I'm just like, ma'am, there are other fabrics. The hair ones more what I meant. They just keep getting bigger.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He looks like a
Maybe you'll wish he was fighting.
That's what I was thinking too. A squid head.
Now counteroffensive. He's got
Is he gonna die? That's sad.
They certainly aren't showing us the fight. Oh no, we are. Okay.
I feel like they're not gonna show a lot of it. Not gonna end well.
Wait, I forget. Are we rooting for Squidhead or the other one?
The other one. Squidhead's the kind of rude guy, which, I mean, I still feel bad for him. Oh, he knocked him out.
Yeah. Didn't kill him.
He said if they did that, they're just gonna kill them all.
We're not animals to be used for sport. We're human
Yeah,
beings.
you tell them. They're gonna fucking kill you for it, but... Very brave.
Kill them both.
Did you do your hair like that?
That was some pretty big head hitting on the bars.
Cold-blooded bastards.
I'm surprised they got away with bastards on the TV show.
Fight to the death.
Yeah.
He means it. This is what refusing to fight gets you.
Don't like it. Destroy them.
You're coming with us.
What for?
You find
I was
out
gonna
soon.
say which one.
They carried Lewis through.
Yeah, I didn't think that guy was
Paraded
gonna
pastors
make
like
it.
The animals I used to slaughter. He fought in my place. Last living person I ever loved.
There you have it.
You're gonna make me sad.
Don't lie to me. I swear she's safe outside the city.
No, she's not.
Your weapons will be handed to you in the arena.
So what happened to Aeolus? Did they kill him?
I don't think so. They would make a big show of that.
They always show the same corner.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, they probably just changed outfits and shot them all in a row.
Wait till our warriors see my littles.
Those look like ostrich feathers.
They'll find a way out of this. I think.
We hope.
Servicing all the prisoners and guards and anyone else I choose.
I don't like her. If she dies, I'll be happy. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how they're gonna do this, but I know that's not gonna happen.
He's gonna fall off his stool again.
I mean, how I mean, yeah, they could probably beat them, right?
Yep, if enough of them stand up
You have to
together.
decide who'll control your life.
Don't do it. I mean, Hercules is not gonna die, but you know.
You never know. Get up, Herc. That was a good shot.
Yes! Release a lion on her, or worse, some kind of bird.
Now the hair really does look bad.
I don't think it ever looked good. Burn. Okay, man. I don't know if I would have chosen to jump off that. What if you broke your neck?
Just because Ayola said, ah. Because the cook is technically a slave, too. Well, there's a lot of powder out of that one. Well, you kind of stabbed yourself, dude.
He's like, see, I don't kill people. They just run onto my sword.
Maxius, let's get out of here!
She never stood by your side, dude. What made you think she was going to stay? I didn't realize how tall Gladius is.
Yeah, they're cowards. That's why they make other people fight.
Yep.
Spill no more blood.
Yeah, I mean, I get why they're mad, but...
Yeah.
Freedom
shall enter into voluntary exile.
Bye! I mean, they kind of got what was coming to them.
Yeah.
I mean, we figured out the mystery of the baby, at least. I was like, the times were not working in my brain.
Yeah.
He's modest.
Modest. I mean, he is more than Aeolus.
And what would that prove? I came here to help.
Yeah, Aeolus is not so modest.
A few more gray hairs.
Hey,
oh.
Come on, Hercules. That's not very funny, you know. I'm sensitive about that.
I love that I went through all that, and he's like, I remember that about your gray hair.
I don't think there's a disclaimer at the end of this one, but we'll go ahead and let it play out.
Yeah, I'm trying. There weren't any actual animals. They just had the sound effect.
Did we have sound? Oh, yeah.
There was like a couple animals.
They were supposed to be fighting animals, yeah.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it turns into fighting people very quick.
Yeah, that's a good way to save money, first off, but also protect the animals themselves.
Yeah, they're
just
like...
not use them.
Yeah, they're like, we don't have to find a tamed lion or something.
What are your thoughts first before I tell you anything?
That was a very action-packed episode. I related it a lot to Spartacus, just for, I think, obviously the gladiator stuff, but the same concept of, like, they're slaves again, and, like, they don't want to fight, and they were, like, they did a good job of showing that, like, not romanticizing gladiators and being like, this is actually, like, a really bad thing, which I was happy about. And then there was a lot more diversity in this episode than we tend to see on this show. Like, at least in the main characters actually being black. Like, I don't know if we've had a lot of main characters of color. There's been, like, I know Lucy Liu was a character at one point. But, like, most of the ones I'm thinking of off the top of my head are all white.
Or appear to be, yeah.
Yeah. White passing, at least.
Yeah.
But... so it's kind of cool to see some diversity, and they bring that into the costuming and stuff like that, because I like diverse costumes and like everyone feeling represented, so I liked that they did that.
Yeah. I as far as Felicia, whatever her name was, her outfit wasn't so much African colors or patterns or anything like that, but the baby's definitely was.
Yeah, his, like, stuck out to me a lot, and I was like, oh, that's, like, really cute. Like, it's a small thing, but, like, I'm sure it's, like, meaningful to the people that can relate to having those kind of clothing for their kids or those patterns in their life.
Representation, yeah.
Yeah. I
have a sweater that I've had since college that I wear all the time, except now with hot flashes, I don't wear sweaters so much.
Yeah.
But it's very bright colors, and it's horizontal stripes, but different patterns on the stripes. And when I was working at a daycare center, one of the kids' mother is from Africa, and she said that the patterns and colors were very much resembling her tribe or her area. I don't know if she referred to them as tribe, but
Yeah, see, I love that stuff. Like, it's interesting
yeah.
to see how like other cultures like design clothes and things like that, and I think it's a nice little like homage to it as well, which I don't think they even always get right nowadays, so it was kind of cool to see them do it.
Yeah. And they did have her with braids, which is part of the African culture as well.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised she didn't have like a straight weave sewn in there like they do to a lot of characters. But I
Just
think
straight hair.
yeah,
Yeah.
they do that for a lot of characters. And I know that happened a lot in like High School Musical and Vampire Diaries and shows like that where they were like kind of shamed for having like a natural hairstyle of any kind.
Yeah.
And the actors talk about it now and they're like, yeah, it really didn't feel good. And it was like cool to see her allowed to have like a real hairstyle that she might have.
Yeah. Well, speaking of TV shows, I don't know if you've seen How to Get Away with Murder.
I seen the first season when it was coming out.
Okay. There was a lot of talk about the fact that Viola Davis, the character, took off her wig and showed her natural hair and everything in the show. And that doesn't happen in TV a lot. It happens some, but not mainstream or anything. So
yeah, I think it's becoming with the internet and people speaking out becoming more mainstream, but I'm sure there are still times where people are put in uncomfortable situations or giving a hairstylist that doesn't know how to like work with that hair and things like that. So I was like, I'm actually pretty impressed. It seemed like they let her like use her real hair unless that was also a wig. I don't know. Or like her own braids. It's not all her hair obviously, but
could be.
like
Who knows, but yeah.
Normally braids are like that long or like added in, but like
usually
still it felt like it didn't feel like they were trying to make those characters have to be like white.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like this person is black, but they write them like just like a white person.
Yeah.
Versus they were like allowed to just be people in this one, and it felt like everyone was just normal. And I like that. And I guess it's just more because it's an older show. I'm like surprised there weren't tones of stuff. I was like, actually, they handled that pretty well. But people did say these shows are really progressive.
When you said tone, you mean like whitewashing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That there was literally anything that showed their culture, I was kind of surprised about.
Yeah. All right. Diversity. Any other thoughts on the show? Or that episode?
I thought like the action scenes were really well done. This one didn't feel as jumpy as some of the earlier fights, like with cuts.
Okay.
There were still a lot, but like it still felt smoother to me for some reason. And they went all in on the character design for the bad guys this time, which was great, but like her hair was ridiculous. I'm sorry. In what world is that comfortable?
Well, the white feathers that go down there was a collar and then down the sleeves. I was like, yeah, that looks so awkward.
She had like a weird cape. I was like, what are you wearing?
So Minas, Maxis, and whoops, let me pull up the right thing. And then Postera. It's something like posterity, but she definitely wasn't posterity. But they're both played by Ian Mune and Allison Bruce, who also both showed up in the show Mercy's Peak, which I forget what time period that show was at, but I just made note that they both showed up in that show as well.
Okay, yeah, I haven't heard of that one.
Okay. I hadn't heard of it before the facts and stuff either, but and then I asked you if you knew who Gladius was, and you said he kind of looked familiar.
Yeah, there was like times when he was like speaking that I was like, he sounds familiar, but I'm bad at remembering names. And unless it's like a character that I really know, sometimes I'm even bad at that.
Well, when when the actor's name popped up on the screen, I didn't know if you recognized the name or if you were reacting to the scene. But
I think I was reacting to the scene because I don't remember.
Okay.
reading his name.
Tony Todd is the name.
Mm-mm.
We've seen him before already on the show, but he had a bunch of prosthetics on.
Oh, is he the blue guy?
Yes.
Okay.
But if, in case you don't remember, Tony Todd also is mainly known for his character Candyman.
Oh, right. That was like a horror thing we talked about. Yeah, I haven't seen that, so that's probably why
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I know the facial structure felt familiar. But I
Yeah.
was like, but I don't think I've seen this guy. Probably because he was blue before.
Blue. And not a normal
Yeah,
face shape.
it had like different. But like something felt familiar, but I was like, I can't place it. But I was like, maybe I'm just thinking about all the people in Spartacus because he's dressed like a gladiator.
Yeah, and he does look similar to the guy that you're thinking of. I know who you're thinking of.
Yeah, I don't know his name either. I was just like, oh, he reminds me of that character
I
because he
think,
was like the best gladiator and he was there the longest and everything. So I was like, they felt similar.
yeah, I think the character's name starts with an O.
Yeah, I'd have to go back
I
and
can't,
watch it. Oh
yeah.
no, I'll have to watch Spartacus again.
Oh.
I haven't done that a million times.
That's all the facts I had for this one. Did you want to ask a question to everybody?
Oh, maybe our question is just, have you seen Spartacus? And if not, why not? Go watch it right now.
Not that it has anything to do with this show, but it does have gladiators.
There's gladiators in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's hot guys in it. There's hot ladies in it. Super
Yeah.
similar.
Oh, yeah, and the nice thing about Spartacus is it's fair to everybody.
Yeah, everybody's getting naked in that show.
Yeah.
And everybody's getting represented.
Yeah. All right. As far as our information, go to Brooke's Patreon.
Yeah, and make sure you subscribe to both our channels.
Our social media stuff is in the description below, so you can find her Patreon there. She has the full reactions on for Hercules and soon to be Xena. And also she's got Alias, which is a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, so that's like a spy thriller starring Jennifer Garner. Some of you might have seen it. My patrons, they pick the show. So once we finish that show, people will pick a new show. So it could be your recommendation if you're there. If there's a specific show you want me to watch, that's probably your best chance because the other ones are kind of polls with the group or like whatever I'm feeling like watching next. Like when I finish She-Ra and the Princess of Power, I think I'm going to do Gravity Falls because that was recommended to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, the one with the gems that Steven Universe was also recommended to me.
Gem and the Holograms?
No, it's called Steven Universe, and
the
people are gems or something. I don't know, but everyone says it's really good. But I think it's longer than Gravity Falls, so I'm gonna do long, short, long.
Okay.
But and then after Buffy, I'll probably be doing Cobra Kai. So those are kind of set in stone, and I don't know when I'll have time to do like another YouTube show other than if something comes out that I personally want to do. Like with Heartstopper, I personally wanted an excuse to watch that in one day. So I recorded it all and turned it into videos. I'll probably do the same when Bridgerton season 3 comes out. Just because I am going to watch those shows anyway.
Yeah.
But for like recommended shows, Patreon is probably a better percentage chance that I pick the one you
want. Yeah.
Request because there's less people putting ones forward.
And I'll throw this out to Brooks fans. Old TV shows that are kind of cult classics. Beastmaster, I mentioned. Also V, the series. It also like started off as a movie.
For Vendetta?
Not the same thing. But okay, yes, V. There is V, the movies, and then V, the series started after the movies. But I won't tell you anything about it because I'll spoil it otherwise.
Okay, then I won't look anything up. I literally am just like, nope, I'll wait until I have the time to do it.
Well, and we'll see if they catch on to those recommendations and recommend them.
Yeah, we'll have to see. They can always go to the recommendation tab in my Discord as well. That's a free way to recommend stuff, especially movies, because we do a poll each month, and you guys pick which movie I watch, which, if I have time, I'd like to move it to 2 movies. But right now, it's still 1. Maybe I'll do 1 that you guys pick, and then if I have time, 1 that I just want to watch. But we'll see.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this journey. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
The Queen's work never done. It's
Our
so
Queen's
busy.
work is never done.
Busy.
So
Oh.
You know, it's about time you guys got down on your knees and kissed my ass. I made you who you are today. Print that one for those boys back home.